Hey guys, it's Proud Cat Lover, and welcome to the Q&A video. I thought since I never feature any of my insect pets in my videos whenever I'm doing one of these, I figured I'd get Big Mama and T-Rex out and have them as the star pet of this video. I will point out real quick, I think that Big Mama is expecting because she is quite the chub right now compared to T-Rex. So be looking forward to that video. The first question is from Blind Boxer, and he or she asks, what do you want to get out of YouTube? Well, what I would really like to get is just being able to educate people and being able to make people smile through my videos and just kind of being able to be there if people have questions and just being helpful is really what I'm looking for. When I first started YouTube, that's not what I was doing it for. But now that I've been doing it for almost 5 years, I'm thinking that that's what I really enjoy the most, is being able to make educational videos that help and teach people. And I just find it to be really fun. I would like to probably be like a teacher of some sort someday, but obviously I'm going to have to go to college for that kind of stuff first. So that's going to be in the distant future. So question number 2 is from, and I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, I'm so sorry. Broderick Reyes, I'm going to say, is how it's pronounced. I hope. What sparked your interest into pets and wildlife? Well, I'd have to say that when I was young is really when it got sparked, because I was about 11 years old when I started to collect butterflies, and that back then was the only thing I would catch. Unlike now where I collect all of the different kinds of insects for entomology. But back then I started to collect butterflies and they really fascinated me, and the flowers were beautiful. And when I got older and I started doing science, and I was homeschooled, so I mean, you know, you don't have to read a certain amount of pages in the science book, but I would read a whole bunch of them if I thought it was interesting. That's what really sparked my interest, was reading in my science book and being able to go outside and there being flowers and birds and stuff that I got to observe. And when I was 12, I actually got my first, 12 or 13, I got my first bird feeder and bag of bird food for Christmas. And then that's where the whole bird call series I did way back in like 2012, 2013, that's where that came from and got sparked from, is because I had a bird feeder and I just really enjoyed being able to watch the birds. I know tons of bird calls now, I know tons of birds, and it's not something that I brag about, it's just something that I'm proud of, because I think it's really fun to be able to go out with people and say, hey, this is this bird, you know, this is its habitat and different things like that, and it's really fun to be able to share my knowledge with people. And I don't ever want to come across as cocky or bragging, because I am definitely not that kind of person. So that's the answer to that question. Question number 3 is from Pets101. Rose, go on. And their question is, what made you want to start YouTube? I actually started YouTube because I wanted to have somewhere that I could share videos I was making. Back then I was just finding places that I could post the videos that people might be able to enjoy them, and I wasn't really trying that hard back then to make videos. Like, I never knew how to edit until like 2014 or 15. Rose, get away. So back then my videos were just raw from the camera to the computer to YouTube. Not like now where it's edited and I'm actually trying to make it more enjoyable. So let's see. I don't know if there's much more I can say about that question. Yeah, other than wanting to share videos and everything, that's mainly why I started YouTube. Question number 4 comes from the pack leader, and his or her question is, do you like wolves? I'm going to say yes to that question. I actually have a organization I've donated to several times called the National Wildlife Federation, and they actually support the conservation of wolves and many other animals like mountain lions and grizzly bears, polar bears, different animals that are either being threatened or being close to extinction, different things like that. So I do like wolves. I hopefully hope that by the time that if I ever have kids that there's still wolves around, because of the way people are poaching and hunting them illegally. So hopefully, you know, through everyone donating to those organizations, they'll help to save the wolves. Question number 5 is from KNF Chair, and their question is, what is your favorite animal? I'm gonna have to say that I've always been fascinated, even when I was young. I'd always go to the library back when you actually went to the library and didn't have a computer and stuff. I would actually go and I'd borrow books about big cats like in Africa and in Asia, the tigers, the lions, the cheetahs, leopards, cougars, you know them all of those. Of course, the ocelot I always thought was the cutest. They're about the size of a medium dog. But I'd have to say the cheetah and the lion are also favorites up there with, like, the tiger. It's really hard for me to pick a favorite. Let's just say big cats, because they are all my favorites. I mean, obviously I like the little cats like Rose here, but, it would be kind of cool to have an exotics license and be able to do educational stuff in schools and everything with big cats and actually owning, like, an ocelot or something. So that was actually the last question. So I thank you guys for watching, and have a good day. I